General, Attorney Greg Jackson.
Once again, it's on, Brother Love. Hey, man, how was this weekend, this past weekend?
Hey, Greg, man, I don't even really want to talk about it because I called myself getting out there in the yard, man, and, 2 hours worth of work turned out to be 2 days worth of work.
That's how it happens sometimes.
Greg,
man.
you go out there and, I say, I can fix this. I looked at YouTube. I can fix this irrigation system.
Oh, see, that's where you messed up right there.
Hey,
what you doing messing with irrigation systems?
Hey, man, you start digging and then you start finding one leak, but you don't realize you
created it. Yeah, you the leak. That's what the leak is.
Hey, but you know what, man, speaking of leaks, Type Mike, man, who precedes our show, man, Type Mike is talking about relationships, man.
Oh man, yeah. What's going on with relationships?
Man,
it's been so long since I've been in a relationship outside of marriage. I don't know what to say about that.
But you know what, Greg? Same with me. Hey, I was in the engineering booth with Lady Drina, award-winning Lady Drina, I should say.
No doubt.
I'm sitting in the engineering booth, and I'm saying, you know what? I am so glad I am off the scene.
Off the market with all this stuff. Yeah, it's a lot going on in the dating world.
Lady Drina, because I told Type Mike is, he part of the family.
Yeah.
Man, what you think of that relationship conversation?
I thought it was interesting, and it's prevalent. It's something that a lot of people are dealing with right now in the community. So it's prevalent right now. But it was a great conversation.
And he had a special guest.
And the guest was amazing. Dr. Watkins, who is Pastor Reva Watkins' husband. And so he was in and he had some amazing information in reference to relationships and how to keep a happy life and a happy wife.
Oh, man, boy, I tell you, they was on the mark, man. Hey, for those of you who don't know, but I'm sure everybody knows already that not only, is Greg and I in the company of Stella, and come on, help me, Miss Lady Drina. Stella, and what else?
Multi-award winning.
Award winner. But see, because extraterrestrial. Come on now, I'm gonna come on, Greg. Last week. So tell people about these awards now, because if you want me to make it up, you know what I do.
Well, listen, I do have 25 different awards that has been awarded to me since 2016. I won just recently Terrestrial Radio Announcer of the Year in Montgomery, Alabama. I also have a Living Legends Award that I won here in Orlando, Florida, and a Lifetime Achievement Award right here in Orlando, Florida.
Boy, I tell you, Greg and I, we're in some not good company. We're in some great company.
Oh, no doubt.
Man, I say that to say, okay, now, and I'm not dismissing because, we got Don Miller, our good friend, and they're doing their thing. I mean, this WOKB family is making it do what it do.
We are doing what we do. And what I love about WOKB is we are becoming very national and global. We are getting awards in many different states and areas. And that's remarkable. And it helps even everybody that's on gets to travel along this journey with us. So,
man, I talked about our good friend Don Miller.
Yes.
Don Miller got a show out of this world. If you haven't tuned in to Don Miller, hey, you better tune in because you in for something a little bit.
If you're ready to listen, laugh, and learn, that's the show to listen to.
You're absolutely correct. And then we got our very own, it does not do him justice to say comedian, spokesperson, but Type Mike.
Type Mike is doing his thing, man. I'm loving it. He's been with us a little over a month now. I'll probably say 6 or 7 weeks. He's been on WOKB just ahead of you guys' show, and man, he's doing a great job.
Man, we trying to expand. We're trying to expand. But Greg, going back to your point, man, you asked me about my weekend. How was yours, man?
Oh, man, my weekend was outstanding, Brother Love. But big shout out to the Tennessee Volunteer fans.
Knocked off Alabama.
Yeah, listen, man, this is a big weekend for them. First time in 15 years that they have defeated the mighty Tide, Roll Tide, Kinston Tide of Alabama. Great game for them. Congratulations to the Tennessee Volunteers, man.
Hey, okay, here's something great I want to talk about, though, Lady Drina. And this, he gets on our good friend Mayor Nelson about this. But, man, I saw something terrible, horrifying this past Saturday.
What happened?
Man, them Seminoles was getting chased off the field.
Off the field.
I mean, everywhere they turn, they run one way, and folk were coming at them, and they run the other way.
The other way.
Yeah. Greg, what happened, brother? I know you be talking about Mayor Nelson and
I
stuff
have
with
no
the
idea
Gators.
what you're talking about right now.
See, I told you, Lady Drina.
Like I said, Florida A&M University won this weekend. They beat Grambling University. So
hey, he gonna get them Rattlers.
one time for the Rattlers.
One time for the Rattlers. But any other time, he'd be right here talking about them Seminoles and how bad them Gators are.
Yeah.
Where is that Greg? Where the real Greg?
As I said, Florida A&M University was victorious in their game against the mighty Grambling Tigers, and so big ups for Florida A&M University. One time.
One time.
Lady Drina, if this attorney sitting across from me hadn't taught me anything, when I find a weak spot, he'd tell me, "Love, go in on it."
Yeah.
Man, with a real Greg Jackson attorney, where the real general show up,
stand up
and talk about them.
Man, like I said, man, Florida A&M University, outstanding game this weekend. Outstanding game for the Tennessee Volunteers.
Hey, wait, hold up. Doc Polite is my buddy, and he says, man, we don't argue with Greg any other time, but I know, Doc, we done found a weak spot, brother, tonight. We may not get this next week, but I'm enjoying it right now.
I'm not poking that bear.
Hey, but okay, all right. Because Lady Drina, I don't get this kind of opportunity with the general because, and I will say this to the listening audience: the general is an attorney. He is, man, I tell you, a genius over at Dan Newland Personal Injury.
I do all right.
Yeah,
I do all right.
Yeah. But I'm
He's making the big bucks.
Yeah, Doc told me don't poke the bear, but
Don't
man,
poke the bear.
it's no other night that I get to do it. Without a tongue lashing.
Right.
So I'm going to poke.
You're going to poke it today. Well,
listen,
listen, y'all just gave a sport. So can I give a sports shout out to somebody that's important in my life?
Go ahead.
Who you got?
Lil George.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell y'all about my son.
Now, they had a game this past weekend?
They had a game. He plays JV and varsity for Wekiva High School. And the JV.
One time for the Mustangs.
Nah. JV, he had 3 touchdowns, y'all.
No, wait. You got to say the position. You just said.
So he's a QB.
There you go. The quarterback.
Right, there you go. All right. I'm learning this stuff now.
He's the general of the offensive line. Yeah.
He did 3 touchdowns on that game, and they made 40-0. Horizon High School 40-0.
I tell you, I'm mixed on this because I love Lady Drina, I love George. My daughter, my baby girl,
is a blue darter.
She used to cheer
for George.
Yes. And so now I'm just wondering which sideline to be on when George go play the Blue Darters.
The Blue Darters is next, not this week. This is Jones this week, and then next week is the Blue Darters.
Man, hey, my baby girl used to cheer for George.
Well, listen, it's easy.
We still family.
It's easy for me.
Too.
My son graduated from Wekiva, and my daughter went to Bishop Moore. So listen, it's easy for me
you, Greg,
to go to Wekiva side and cheer
right.
for George. So
hey, but you know what? I'm gonna be cheering in love.
That's it.
While my daughter's cheering for those Blue Darters, I'm gonna be grinching my teeth saying, "All right, George, show out,
George,
show out,
yeah,
show out." But man, Lady Drina, we appreciate you, and we were just kind of reminiscing about this WOKB family, and I don't know how I feel tonight, man, because the general, he always is charging up the hill. Tonight, the general is just sitting upon the hill being charged upon.
Oh, listen, now, if you really think you just did something now, I mean, just because I ain't saying that don't mean that you did something now. Let's not be confused.
Hey, brother Shaw, come on now. You ain't seen this general before.
Hey, let's not be confused just because
you gave him grace.
Yeah, listen, just because I'm a kinder and gentler version of myself today, don't push me now.
Hey, as my father-in-law, Reverend Pastor Richard King would say, all right, Rob, man, that's enough mercy. That's enough mercy.
Yeah. But now listen, for everyone who's listening right now, if you are hearing these two voices, you're tuned in to 2 of the most influential voices in Central Florida on Monday Night Radio. Brother Love and Greg Jackson, the dynamic duo, guaranteed to raise your IQ 10 to 15 points. And Brother Love, if anyone wants to be a part of the night's conversation, all they have to do is hit that telephone dial, 407-894-1680. Again, to talk to the dynamic duo, Brother Love and Greg Jackson, the dynamic duo, 407-894-1680. Brother Love, let's get it on.
That's my buddy right there, boy. Nobody does it like you. Great. So what else is happening, man?
Listen, man, we got some stuff to talk about because a verdict finally came down. Listen. Hey, you're going to see this all day. Win, lose, or draw, baby. Win, lose, or draw. Hey, Hey, what Dion say? We motivate and we calculate. It don't matter what that scoreboard say, man. All day, every day.
Hey,
FLORIDASTATE. Florida State, Florida State, Florida State.
Y'all talked about not poking the bear, and then Brother Shaw, you throw that in there, which takes him over the top.
Hey, I had to come in and just poke it a little bit harder. That's all.
You took him over the top.
FLORIDASTATE. Florida State, Florida State, Florida State.
Doc Polite, they done woke him up. Hey, y'all said leave him alone. Y'all say don't poke the bear. But hey, and you spoke about Deion Sanders, and I'm not gonna go into it. We're gonna do that after Nicole knows. But Greg, we want to make sure our listening audience is ready and prepared because we're going to invite audience participation specifically about something regarding Deion Sanders. So that's all I'm going to say to that. We'll put the number out there so that we can go to that in the second part of the show.
No, absolutely,
Hey,
brother. But listen,
we got some technical difficulties here with the stream, so you guys come back to this, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna wait and come back to the Deion part, but we can go ahead and talk about this. Greg, do you want to go to our Nicole knows because this is some big
absolutely,
stuff
man, absolutely, man. So right now, if you've been hearing the show for the last almost 5 years, you've come accustomed to hearing a voice. She is the Secretary of State, the one and only, the intelligent, the incomparable Miss
Nicole knows.
What is going on tonight, Dynamic Duo? How are you guys?
Miss Nicole, how you doing this evening?
I'm good. I'm good. I gotta say, Attorney General, General Jackson, I gotta say, you're quiet tonight.
Listen, man, so blame it on my daughter. She came home this weekend, got a chance to see her, so
Hey.
No, I was talking about your football team.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Miss Nicole, we got some technical difficulty. We'll come back to you and give us a few minutes. Okay. All right. But so Greg, man, we got some issues here, man. Nicholas Cruz.
Listen, so
Hey, Nicole, we're gonna have to go out and come back in the whole studio, okay?
Okay, so you just want me to sign back in?
Because it's not connecting to Facebook, so we're gonna dump this.
Okay, no problem. All right, I'll log back in.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna set up a new one and look in the dashboard and grab it.
Okay, so you just want me to sign back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see the new stream.